Hey guys, this is post-production Evan. So really quick, there's some really important channel news I feel you should know about. If you're at all interested, here's the timestamp. If not, enjoy the video. Hey, this is Evan from 20-Sided Night, and today we're going to be talking about creature companions. Before we get into this, I'm contractually obligated to shill. So please like this video, show it to your friends, and turn on notifications to see when we upload another video. The rules for creature companions can be found on page 138 of the Alien Archive 3. Since there are a lot of moving parts to creature companions, and you may only be looking for a certain aspect of it, here are the times in which I go over those different aspects of creature companions. Creature companions open up a whole new way to play the game. For example, a Xenodruid may have a creature companion from their home planet to remind them of home or to give them a connection to the natural world while spending weeks or months in a spaceship. They can also be useful tools for helping you keep watch, track someone, keep pests away, just having some extra muscle around, or like most normal people, you could have an animal companion as a pet. There are two ways that you could get a creature companion. You could either purchase the animal, or you could obtain it. Buying an animal companion is just what it sounds like. You find someone with a critter, you give them money, and now you have said critter. Obtaining a companion is when you get a creature companion from any way other than buying it. For example, you may be given an exotic animal companion for ridding the galaxy of an evil space hag by a bombastic but oafish animal breeder. Or, you could get an animal companion because you gained its trust by saving it from certain doom, or because you fed it until it started following you around. You could also obtain an animal companion because the party member who owned it previously just took a Deshako to the face, and you just don't have it and need to abandon it. Just like it sounds, bonding is a way to improve your animal companion's opinion of you. If you want your new friend to help you out in dangerous situations, like combat, you'll need to raise its attitude of you to helpful. As a brief side note, I want to quickly go over how attitude works. Attitude works the same way for non-animal NPCs, but since this is a video on animal companions, I'm going to focus on how it would work with creatures. Ordered from least to most friendly is hostile, unfriendly, indifferent, friendly, and lastly helpful. Hostile attitude is just like it sounds. The creature will attack you on sight or at least act threateningly. This obviously makes diplomacy a lot harder, but can be done remotely or by avoiding hostile actions, even while being attacked.
Stop right there! Whoa, Krabby.
If you fail a diplomacy check by 5 or more, you can't make another check for 24 hours. Unfriendly creatures are wary of you, and will keep their distance, but won't necessarily attack you unless provoked or threatened. Indifferent creatures don't really care about you either way. If you're being nice to them, they might come over, but if you're being a rascal, they'll be unfriendly, or possibly attack you, depending on how rascalious you're being. Friendly creatures have a positive opinion of you, and will help you out with small things, like fetching your slippers, or giving you little kisses when you're feeling sad. And lastly, we have helpful. Helpful creatures really want to help you out and will do so even when it could turn out badly for them. Creatures that are either sold or given to you typically have an attitude of indifferent. However, if you bought an animal at character creation, it starts out with an attitude of helpful. But again, this is up to GM discretion. Like in the above example of taking in a previously killed party member's animal. They may start out as friendly or even helpful. You can attempt to raise your companion's attitude of you once per day by making a survival check with a DC of 10 plus 1.5 times the creature's level. This is like how when you get a new pet and it's shy and it kind of does its own thing for a few days, but after a while it does warm up to you. While you're not limited to the amount of pets that your character can have, you can only be bonded with one animal companion at a time. To bond with another creature, you would either have to release or release your currently bonded creature. Like we talked about earlier, you can have as many pets or other wild animals running around your ship as you want, but you can only have one bonded creature companion at a time. To undo this bond, you can either release them, or you can Old Yeller them. To release a creature companion, you'll need to make a survival check, with a DC of 10 plus twice the animal companion's level. If you succeed, the creature will still be cool with you and remains friendly towards you for 1d10 years, and you'll most likely end up with a nice little moment.
This is a great Butterfree, so take care of it for me.
However, if you fail this check, you're gonna have a less touching separation, and its attitude becomes indifferent towards you immediately. Maybe you tried to go the Harry and the Hendersons route, but instead of throwing rocks at it, you hit it in the face and broke its nose. But after that, you're free to bond with a whole new animal. Creature companions level up whenever you do. However, Unlike you have to spend time and money to train your animal up to its next level, but no higher than your current level. The cost of this is the difference between the cost of purchasing a creature of a higher level and its current level. This table can be found on page 143 of the Alien Archive 3. So for example, let's say you and your pet are level 3 and you level up. To have your pet level up, you would have to pay the difference between a level 3 and a level 4 pet, which is 600 credits. This can be roleplayed as you buying books on training your pet, toys for your new pet, or even some kind of enchanted food to make it stronger. Unlike players, creature companions don't have stamina or resolve points. This means that effects that would restore stamina, such as an invoice-inspiring boost, would heal hit points instead, and when you spend resolve points during a 10-minute rest, they regain half of their total hit points. If your creature companion drops to 0 hit points, they faint, just like in Pokemon. But unlike Pokemon, they will die unless stabilized or healed within 3 turns. So here's what arguably brought 95% of you here, and in true Starfinder rule fashion, it was written clearly and uncomplicated. So there are 2 ways to use your creature companion in combat, with or without the creature companion feats. If you encounter someone who says that you can still effectively use them in combat without the feats on page 140, nod your head and make up some excuse to get away from them as soon as you can. Because these are the same kind of people that think that vaccines cause autism and that 5G towers cause the coronavirus. But in all seriousness, without any of the creature companion feats, you're going to be extremely limited as to what your creature companion can do in combat. So without one of the creature companion feats, here's how combat will work for you. As long as you're within 20 feet of your pet, after you do whatever you want to do on your turn, your creature can take the move action to either move or do one of the groundbreaking MLG Pro Gamer move actions from the table on 140, like crawl, guarded step, move up to your speed, or my favorite, stand up. One thing to keep in mind is that these rules still apply even if you have one of the creature companion feats, but just choose to not give your creature companion a command that turn. With the creature companion added feat, once per turn, you can use a move action or a swift action and give it to your animal companion. So, to have your animal companion attack someone, you would have to give up your standard action, or if you want your animal companion to go prone, you would have to give up your swift action. Your creature companion can also take the move action before or after you give it a command, and the range of which you can command your animal companion goes up to 30 feet. The creature companion expert feat works the same way, except your animal gets 1 free reaction. And you can grant your animal a standard action by giving up a move action. And you can give up a move action and a swift action to give your animal companion a full action. And you can command your animal companion from 50 feet away. With the creature companion master feat, if you don't command your creature this turn, after you act, your animal can take a move action or a standard action on top of the move action that it would always get. However, it can choose to make a full attack with a -6 penalty, but is unable to do anything else. And you can command your creature from up to 80 feet away. Finally, we have the creature companion virtuoso feat. It works a lot like the creature companion master feat, but their full attack is only at a -4 penalty, and you can control your creature from up to 120 feet away. A creature companion will become uncontrolled if you ever become unconscious, somehow otherwise unresponsive, or if your creature companion is ever out of range. At the start of your turn, your creature will make a 15 DC will save. On a success, it moves towards you, and once it gets to you, it'll take the total defense action. If it fails, it'll try to flee as best as it can to get away from the danger. The creature will act as normal once you are able to command it again. So while researching this video, I found some weird contradictory information. On page 138 it says, however it's controlled, each creature companion can at most take a standard, move, and a swift action, or it can take a full action, and it can also take 1 reaction. But then, under the creature companion master feat on page 140, it says that it can take a move or a standard action in addition to its normal move action that it always gets. Personally, I would follow the rule of cool.
Excellent!
And allow them to have the option to possibly have their creature companion take 1 more move action. And in the rare event that they find some sort of way to make this a super game-breaking move, I would probably just start throwing in more encounters where animals aren't allowed.
No dogs allowed.
Or I just start putting them in situations where they can't just keep throwing space tigers at all of their problems. Sorry, Carole Baskins. So that wraps up the basics of how creature companions work. The book also goes over how to use creature companions as a mount, but this video is going on long enough as it is. If you would like a video on how creature companions work as mounts, or if you just disagree on my interpretation of the action economy for creature companions, scream something at us down in the comments below. And please remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. Stay safe, y'all. It's somehow getting more bananas. Remember when our biggest worry for this month was that stoners are going to be making stupid jokes all month? I miss those days. Hey guys, so it's post-production Evan again. Here's that all-important news you guys clicked here, watch the whole video for. There's no easy way to say this. I've been trying to figure out how to say this, but I'm just gonna come out. Lance is no longer with us. Just out of respect for him and his family, I'm not gonna say what it is. It's not corona, so don't worry, it's not a plague thing, but I don't know what to do. We've been best friends for like 5-6 years, and a couple of years ago we picked up Starfinder, thought it was cool, figured, hey, let's make a YouTube channel. We're not doing anything better with our time, so I'd like to keep the channel going. I think he would have wanted the channel to keep going. It's something he always said that it was a fun project for two bros to be doing. Obviously, logistically, videos are going to come out slower because now there's just me working on the channel, where before it'd be something where I'd be working on stuff for one video, like writing or looking up stuff or whatever, and he would be like recording and making it, or vice versa, and now it's just me. So there's one more video which it's going to be like an example of Starship Combat. It's the last thing that he and I filmed together. I don't know, man, just tell your friends you love them, and kiss your homies on their little foreheads, because I don't know, maybe one day you can.